Hi, I'm Dave Mars with Conservation Tips. You know, it's always a good time to weatherize, especially when you realize that 10 to 30% of your energy losses are through your doors and windows and other fissures. Over the years, the industries have developed really good products to take care of that, and today I want to familiarize you with some of the products that will take care of those air leakage spots. One of the biggest culprits, of course, for air to come in is around your windows. We want the air to come in the summertime, but not necessarily in the wintertime. So to take care of the leaky edges, and most times you're going to find that the edges that leak the most are the ones where the window closes. Some windows close like this, some like this. It's that lower edge that you have access to that'll make these products work the best for you. Now, these are basically weather strips that have adhesive on them that can adhere to the edge of the window if it's a nice clean surface. And it's made out of EPDM. It's called extreme weather stripping because it's very dense. It's made to last a really long time. But because of its density and a variety of shapes, you're going to have to probably experiment to see which one might fit your window the most. Now, some of these do pretty well on doors too, but generally these are really good for windows. Now, if you have a window that's a little less, sloppy in its operation, you can go to a foam tape like this, which is a little more compressible than the EPDM is. Again, though, it will adhere to the movable edges of the window where you have the easiest access to them. Now, once you determine what weather stripping will be best for your particular window, you still have some areas where you can't get weather stripping to fit in. And for these areas, there's some removable weather stripping that's really handy. It's been around for quite a while and well proven to work well. One of them is, of course, the old rope caulk that's been around for many, many years. You peel a strand off like this and you press it in place on the window edge. Works pretty well. It's low cost. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more money and have a little different look to it, you can get these products here. These are both clear sealants that are removable. This should use a caulk gun to install, and this will take care of a little larger gap than this product, which is a little runnier and better off for like real thin cracks. But then you can peel it off when you want to, open the window, let some air in. Now, if you want to create another insulating layer, once you've done this weather stripping and gotten the windows tight to start out with, then these window kits do a really good job to create a dead air space and not obstruct your view. You know, the old days, you put some polyethylene, you couldn't see out. Who wanted to put that up anyway? Well, now they've got a product that's clear to see through, and you can buy in a variety of kits. Here's one for one window, here's one for 3 windows, even 5 windows. It's a little cheaper when you buy it in big package like this, and they actually have one that'll do an entire sliding glass door. Now, if you don't want to buy the kits, maybe save a little money, some of these stores carry the product in bulk like this, and so you can buy a large amount of it, cut it to fit your size, save a little money that way. Now, if you don't like the double sticky tape look that these kits involve, you might want to put on some snap-in channels like these. These have 2 pieces. One attaches to the side of the window permanently, and then there's a spline that snaps into place where you can lay your plastic across that, and you can take the plastic off when you want to open the window again and put it back on the next year. Now, we've dealt with most of the windows that are out there, but if you happen to have a window air conditioner, it's a major source for some air coming into your home. Over the years, the industry's developed some nice looking products like this one here. The insulated foam panels that will fit on either side of your window unit. Now, another spot, of course, is the unit itself, and you want to cover that up. So you can buy a convenient air conditioner cover like this, and it goes on the outside, tighten up that way. You also, though, might want to configure something for the inside, too, to keep the air from coming in. And don't forget that space between the 2 windows, because too often there's a lot of air that comes in there, and we'll take care of that with some pipe wrap in a second. Now, we've taken care of most of the windows that are going to be in your home, and there are opportunities for air to come in. Now, let's see what we can do for your doors. Now, doors, of course, get a lot of wear and tear, and especially in the bottom of the door where there's a lot of activity, and you might be able to figure out a way to put a new threshold underneath the door, take care of a gap that might have evolved. But you really have to be careful about what kind of threshold you get. As you can see, there's a variety of thresholds here that can take care of a variety of gaps and door situations. But, if you're a little squeamish about doing this, you might just want to opt for getting a good weather strip like this. This store has a really good variety of weather seals for the bottom of the door. They attach to the very edge there of the door. They come in configurations like this where you have metal, rubber flaps like this, or there's some felt flaps. Whenever you do a weather stripping like this on the bottom of the door, though, be very careful not to have a thick carpeting beyond it, because you might put this on and find out you can't open the door. One thing also nice is that now you're going to see products like this evolve. These are for some standard insulated doors that have this on the bottom of the door. And too often, again, that carpet tears these up, and I find a lot of doors out there that have these totally missing. So this is a good product and real easy to put on the door and take care of that air coming in right smartly. And we're talking about doors are basically two kinds, new and old. With an older door, you know, you have a situation where you want to make sure that the stop board around the door is in good shape, the jamb itself's in good shape. Check and see if the door is warped over the years. If you do that, you're going to probably have to notch the weather stripping so that it can contact the surface of the door. Most of the weather strippings that you'll find in stores are attached to the stop plate and touch the surface of the door. Now, older doors, we have strips like this that you can find that you have a different aesthetic, you know, and fit your color scheme, whatever your door. But they'll also do a very good job of stopping the air coming in. Now, one strip I've had really good luck with has been this kind of strip. It's got a poly rubber center with a nylon covering, very durable, and they've mounted it in this metal container here so that you can apply it to a door, and it's got adjustable holes and all that. It's a really good strip. Now, if you have a newer door and you have a strip similar to this, well, you can just pull the old strip out and buy a replacement like this and slip it right in. And also, if you have a magnetic type of weather stripping that were around a few years ago, they actually have replacements for that here also. Now, one other big door that might cause you some problems, especially let's say underneath your conditioned space, is your garage door. And there are weather stripping flaps that you can use around the edges of the door that are available, as well as a really nice piece that goes underneath the door to stop the air from coming in there. And while you're at the hardware store, go ahead and get that water heater wrap you've been thinking about doing for a number of years. They're low cost and they'll save you a little money, especially if the water heater is a nice cool spot. And while you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and wrap your hot water pipes too. These convenient tubes have been around for many, many years, and you notice that they come in a 1/2 inch variety and 3/4 inch variety, so make sure you know what kind of pipes you got before you buy this stuff. This also does a really good job in stopping that gap between the two windows above a window air conditioner. It's real dense, lasts you a long time. So, you know, let's not mess around anymore. The products are here. You can stop that energy losses if you want, and that's what we want at Company Water and Light. We want our customers to save and our community to conserve. It's Dave Mars, Conservation Tips. I'll see you next time.